Ladies and gentlemen, the pleb is back. In this report, Pierre was absolutely on fire today in the House of Commons, calling Trudeau out for being a coward and for being scared to debate him. Also tonight, Jagmeet Singh is once again getting laughed at by the entire House of Commons as he is now cosplaying as a patriot, and the whole room absolutely mocks him. Also tonight, what's happening in our big cities? It appears that the Taliban are now in Canada, as Karima Rules has caught footage of someone flying their flags in downtown Toronto. You won't want to miss tonight's story. Stick around. Before we start this report, please smash subscribe if you're not subscribed already. This channel is currently being shadow banned by the YouTube algorithm, and I could use all the help I can get. So if you like to hear the real news, smash subscribed and let's start the report. Welcome to your Monday report. Here's what's happening in Canada today. Welcome to your Monday report. We're going to get into the House of Commons in just a little bit, but before we do, for context, I have to show you guys this video. Michelle Ferreri posted this video here that was from Instagram that's going absolutely viral as Canadian potato farmers are giving out free produce. But what they're seeing now is these insane lines where 15,000 people showed up for some screwed up potatoes. Look at this.
I don't usually cry, but yesterday I did, and it wasn't because my stress levels were through the roof. It wasn't even because we had to call the police. It was because over 15,000 of you showed up yesterday to Ugly Potato Day to grab free produce. You didn't just show up, you waited in line for hours.
Look at these lines. This is not good. This is bad.
Yesterday was one of the most heavily rained days of the year. I feel that this just shows how broken our country actually is.
15,000 people showed up for some free potatoes in the rain.
How long did you wait in line up for?
Wow.
An hour and a half in the pouring rain. Dude, you are a legend. You on.
Family is sick, so here we go.
I heard story after story about families not being able to afford produce, and it broke our heart. Overall, we are able to give out 250,000 pounds of vegetables, but I am truly sorry to the thousands of people that we turned away. Hopefully you at least got an apple for my dad in the tractor. We will do this event again, but we will have to think even bigger picture next time.
This is the state of Canada right now. Now, the Liberals will say that we have a great economy. Canada's never been stronger. But what I see is 15,000 people waiting in the rain for some free potatoes. If your economy is good, you're never getting 15,000 people lining up for $4 or $5 worth of potatoes. And after seeing this video, Pierre Poilievre was not happy as he brought this up today in the House of Commons about what he saw in that video with 15,000 Canadians waiting in line for some free potatoes.
15,000 people lined up in the pouring rain for the hopes that they might get a few rejected potatoes. It was Ugly Potato Day in that city.
Disgraceful.
And 15,000 British Columbians are too hungry and desperate that they needed to go and collect those rejected foodstuffs. 2 million Canadians are lined up at food banks. There are 1,400 homeless encampments in Ontario today. And what is the Prime Minister doing? Working to save his political skin from his revolting caucus. This can't go on. Will he call a carbon tax election now?
They have had the gall to vote against a national school food program, a program that will feed 400.
Look at Anita's face.
Program that will feed 400,000 Canadian kids. How could they look themselves in the face when they oppose feeding Canadian kids?
Yes, that's right.
Program, though it has costed millions, has not fed a single hungry child. It has fed bureaucracy, which is all it ever was intended to do.
I was at a school in downtown Winnipeg on Friday. I was there with Premier Wab Kinew, and we gave those beautiful, wonderful children some bannock, a little carton of milk, some jam, some butter, and a banana. That was not bureaucracy that fed those kids. That was the deal we've done with Manitoba. The Conservatives are against feeding kids.
Christia, we wouldn't need to give out free food in our country if our economy was strong. We wouldn't need these like Soviet food programs. But watch Pierre Poilievre absolutely cook her here. Pierre is about to cook.
Are you kidding me? She says that Canadians should be happy that while 1 in 4 kids go to school hungry, while 2 million people line up at food banks, while scurvy is making a comeback after 9 years of this government.
Wait, scurvy's making a comeback because Canadians can't afford vitamin C? You guys remember, like, pirates used to lose their legs for lack of oranges and vitamin C, and now we're seeing this come back in Canada in 2024. Insane.
Canadians should be grateful that she showed up with a few snacks and a photo op at one school.
Boom!
Mr. Speaker, this is the same finance minister who has just blown back $7 billion past her deficit target, meaning more inflation and higher rates. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister hides in the fetal position under his desk. Will he call a carbon tax election now?
Wow, did you guys catch that? He just said Trudeau. Trudeau hides in the fetal position under his desk. That is going to be my thumbnail and title for sure. That is great.
Desk. Will he call a
That is great.
Prime Minister hides in the fetal position under his desk. Will he call a carbon tax election now?
Beautiful. Yes, folks, Pierre Poilievre was absolutely cooking there. And you know who else got cooked on the floor of the House of Commons today was none other than Jagmeet Singh, who got mocked by everyone in the House, who all laughed at him when he started talking tough, pretending to be a patriot of Canada, and asking Pierre Poilievre to get his security clearance. Look at this.
The honourable member from Burnaby South.
Here we go.
Speaker, country first, party second. According to the RCMP, the Indian government hired thugs to terrorize Canadians. The Conservatives are laughing about this, but people have died as a result, and they've meddled in our politics. The Prime Minister has said that there are multiple Conservative MPs and or candidates compromised. They may be sitting in the chamber right now, but the Conservative leader chooses ignorance. Has the Prime Minister directly urged the leader of the Conservatives to get his security clearance?
He's so full of crap. These people are absolutely shameless. The reason Pierre Poilievre can't get his security clearance is because if he signs those documents, he won't be able to talk about what he saw in Parliament. He won't be able to expose the actual traitors in our government. These Justin Trudeau and Jagmeet Singh are shameless. In our last story here of the night in Canada, I want to bring attention to something that really upset me when I saw on social media today. Karima Rules caught some footage here in downtown Toronto. Apparently, the Taliban are now in Toronto, as seen in this photo here with a Taliban flag and a keffiyeh, ironically in front of Paramount Foods, owned by Mohammed Fakih, I believe, buddies of Trudeau. And here is the footage of this flag being flown in downtown Toronto, but let's have a laugh here with the headline from Trudeau's ego saying, "Today a woman was seen carrying a Taliban flag in downtown Toronto. This is what my open borders policy has done. Terrorist supporters are now free to celebrate their favorite terrorist groups in our streets, and suggesting they shouldn't is racist." Let's watch.
Hi. Can you explain what this flag is?
Which means there is no God but one.
Okay.
Allah.
Nice. Look at this. Flying terrorist flags in our country. This makes me want to throw up, man. Because I know what our troops have sacrificed, you know, fighting these Taliban in Afghanistan and losing their lives. I mean, 158 Canadians died in Afghanistan against the Taliban, and now there's Taliban flags in our streets downtown. What a slap in the face to our troops. Truly sad to see. I mean, we lost 158 Canadian soldiers, men and women in Afghanistan who died for our flag, fighting the Taliban. And Trudeau is bringing people to this country who support the Taliban because he has an open border policy where anyone is welcome, no security checks because that's racist. And this is what happens. We now have the Taliban in Toronto. And the people who served in Afghanistan came into my comments and they're not happy. Like Sean, who writes, I would love to bump into one of these guys. Or James Simmons, who wrote to me, thank you, truck driver pleb, for bringing attention to this. My pleasure. Thank you for keeping our country safe. Thank you for making my life so easy and cush and putting your life on the line for my well-being. Not thank truck driver pleb. Thank you for keeping me safe. Thank you for your service. Or this one here from Joby Bang saying, I served in Afghanistan to eliminate the Taliban. And now all I have to do is go to Toronto. Convenient. Our armed forces are not happy, folks. And I would like to spend a moment here to say thank you to the 158 men and women who lost their life fighting for this country against the Taliban. And it breaks my heart that what did they fight for? What if the Taliban is in Canada? What did they fight for? It's horrifying. I hate to see it, man. Respect to these people who gave their lives for their country, good patriots who gave everything just so we could be safe. But now with Trudeau, the Taliban's in Canada. And it's spreading everywhere, as this photo here was spotted, I believe is in Edmonton or Calgary, where Kian Bexley got this photo here that says, death to Israel, death to Canada, and death to the USA. This is who Trudeau is allowing into this country. It's absolutely revolting. Why are we allowing people here who don't like us, who don't believe in our values, who are not happy to be here, who are combative towards us, who are an opponent to us and not part of Team Canada? What is this? Trudeau ruined our country, man. Look, I'm going to say this. When Pierre Poilievre gets in office, the deportations better start. And he better start deporting people who hate our country and burn our flags. They do not belong in this country. And we want some deportations. Start with these people. No one's going to be sad to see them go. What value does someone bring to this country who writes death to Canada and burns our flags anyways? We're going to be starting some deportations. And if Pierre doesn't comply, well, we're going to continue putting pressure on him because the deportations are going to have to start. Anyways, that's it for today's episode. Sorry for being so angry. It's just an emotional episode seeing the Taliban in our streets. But what did you guys think of Pierre Poilievre absolutely destroying Trudeau on the floor of the House of Commons today? And how did you guys feel seeing those 15,000 people line up for some free potatoes? How did that make you feel? Tell me in the comments down below. And don't forget to tell me what you guys think about the Taliban coming to Canada. Does this piss you off as much as it pisses me off? I want to hear from you guys. If you guys want to support my channel, you already know how to do it. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you made it this far, you're an absolute legend. My name is The Pleb, and I'll be back tomorrow. Peace.